How do folks, how you doing? Wow, first of all I'd like to say thank you for everybody for joining me on the Wonky World. Our new Facebook group, Wonky World, invoking ill intent, as it does. What a wonky world, eh? I've been told, I don't, as most folks know, I don't follow the mainstream, but I've been told today that there's a silence coming now for the genocidal NHS. They're complicit in genocide, you know it. They're sending your loved ones home to die. That's instead of fixing them. Think about that for 1 minute. But yeah, you go outside, you clap, you bang your pots and pans together, and then now you've got to sit down and be silent, or stand there and be silent, I don't know, but it sounds a bit like fucking stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down to me. Nobody getting this shit. They're taking the piss out of you. The amount of people that are defending the NHS, defending it seriously, they're not doing the job. Doctors are not standing on their oaths at all. At all. Do no harm. Go home and die. Do no harm. Nobody's seeing this? Well, I know obviously some are seeing it, but not the fucking masses. You just can't talk to them. You just cannot talk to the sheep. They're beyond. Excuse me. I don't know what to say. I've fallen out with somebody, or not fallen out, we're sort of talking, but well, we haven't spoke since, but we will. There's no hard feelings apparently, other than the fact that twat gets to walk around going, he thinks this, he thinks that, it's right in fucking front of you. Jesus fucking H Christ. What the hell? Seriously, what are people thinking? They're still laughing. They're still laughing at us. I'm lost for words. I'm talking to people, they're going, I don't know where you get these ideas from. Well, have you not seen what's going? You sat under your stairs, for fuck's sake. You didn't come out. You're talking to people through your living room fucking windows. No, you're standing in fucking queues that are 6 foot apart outside of shops that go down to the end of the street. People don't know where I get my fucking ideas from. I mean, fuck me. It's not like I'm talking about the fucking origins of the world. It's not like I'm talking about Shangri-La or anything like that where you're supposed to actually go to. I'm not talking about all the things that really would blow people's mind away that I've got in here that I don't talk about because they're so over the realms of anybody's imagination. You're a nutter as soon as you open your mouth. You got years of learning before I can talk to you about the stuff I'm actually researching. I can't do it. I'm a fucking idiot if I do. But by fuck, years ago I was an idiot if I researched the stuff I know now. We're not thinking yet, people. The real world. I just put a great video up. I can't remember what it's called. A great video I just put up in the Wonky World. Showing you the old maps. The old maps. Showing you what's really going on. The world that used to be. The shape, the real shape. The things in great detail. Not just fucking somebody drew a little map. Great detailed maps. Showing rivers, canals, housing areas and churches and fucking everything in lands that just are not on our maps. Look on the flight plans of the world. The flight plans will show you just how much they keep us into a small area. They have us locked into this tiny little area where these aeroplanes go around like that and nothing goes up. Nobody's asking questions. Look at the way the flight plans follow emergency procedures. Very easy to research, that one is. There's been many over the years where people have gone into labour and they've had to do emergency landings, but on the globe model they show us, that would have meant going thousands and thousands of miles out of their way, when actual fact they just descended and landed. And it shows you exactly on the true maps of the old maps how it worked, how it was. Shows you exactly how that is. Don't need to go into the shape of the world for those that daren't look. You don't need to, because there's so many other things that will show you the world is not what you believe. You only know that which they have allowed you to know. They've been in full control of education, all forms of media, all TV programming, television, channeling their programs directly into your brain for your belief module. You don't need to believe me or anybody else that's telling you. You really don't. You've just got to start looking at anything with real eyes. A lot of things you'll have watched in the past and you'll have missed so much because you didn't know to see. It means nothing to you, just like the CIA programmed Hollywood movies that are there to program you, to build your reality in your head and to make you believe some things are fiction. Overemphasizing realities to blow them all out of proportion. So a truther will say, see, look, that's exactly what I was telling you about, but it is out of proportion. And the mainstream watchers, the idiots, the indoctrinators are just like, don't be so stupid, it even tells you it's a sci-fi movie, it's science fiction. Wow, what a number they've done on us. Even the woke can think they know shit. I know loads of shit, but I don't know it all. I don't know a drop in the ocean. I know loads of stuff for sure. I've got loads of theories. I've got loads of things that I am 100% convinced of, but I can no more prove to you than showing you some things. But pieced together with years and years of education, self-education, learning, going down all these rabbit holes and learning how they lie to us, how they wake us up into another dream world. Believe this. It's ridiculous, so a truther will jump on it, and that's how it works a lot of the time. I had a bit of a crossword with somebody in some bloody, I don't even know how it happened. I don't really go into other groups, but there must have been a comment come through to somewhere that I'm on, and I've answered it, and it turns out it's another group, and they truly believe that I'm one of the sheep from what I was saying, but the reality is what they were saying was so ridiculous, it was so obvious that it was put out there just to rile up the truther world. It's stupid shit. There's so many stupid shit. Trying to show you these aliens because that was it, some pretty pattern on. I thought it was on a guy's shoulder. I genuinely thought it was just it'd been hit by a football or something. That's what it looked like. Then it turns out it's a woman, maybe a pregnant stomach or something, but it just looked like the fucking impression of a football that had hit it. Or she'd leaned on something until the impressions come on you with a pattern of doily or something. So I just said, oh, maybe a football or something, and no, I'm supposed to jump on it and fucking latch on to the fact that aliens have done something to her. Oh, for fuck's sake, seriously? You can't just listen to any old shit, and you can't just repeat any old shit. I mean, you can I've put loads of stuff up there that I've just seen for the first time, but you can't fucking expect people to believe some stupid ass belief because of what? I'm not sure. Because that's what you saw in it, when in reality it was ridiculous. And there's many things that go around like that. It's the same way the flat earth movement, slip my head for the second, it'll come to me in a second. But the Flat Earth Research Centre, that's it. They led the pioneering in showing the world was flat, and then they came out with things like, now it's a donut shape, now it's this, and now it's that. And just anything to make folks ridicule what was something for people to look into. Now you call it flat and people go, it's flat. No, there's hills, there's all sorts. But whether it goes on and on, way, way, way beyond what we believe, and the lands, for sure, there's many, many lands that they don't show us. They're all there on the maps. You want to laugh at somebody for saying flat earth. Now, I don't call myself a flat earther in any way, shape or form, but I've got a pretty good idea of what shape this construct is that we're within. But it's way beyond a shape. What we're in is way beyond a shape. You know, you got people there that truly believe we're on this spinning ball and everything is just as it says. Yet you go into quantum physics and they'll believe that there's such thing as quantum physics. Well, really, in quantum physics, none of this fucking exists. So, at what point do your beliefs fall to pieces? At what point do you accept one thing over another? You're so stuck on this spinning ball in the middle of nothingness that traps you and makes you think that you can't go anywhere else, instead of this infinite plane within this electromagnetic vibrational frequency realm that we're in. It's just frequency and sound. That's all everything is. Matter is just frequency and sound. Gravity is buoyancy and density. How far do we go with it? I mean, you've got aeroplanes that carry tons and hundreds of tons between the aeroplane and its stuff within it, yet a couple of engines can make it float in the air. You've got boats that will just float on the water. In the roughest of seas, they'll just bob about and they'll just stay there, floating on water, because that's water. Because gravity suddenly stops working in water. Buoyancy, density. Research it or don't. It's neither here nor there to me. I don't care what anybody else believes anymore. I truly am beyond caring what anybody else believes anymore, because the sheep are so far fucking gone, and everybody wants to take something so literal. I could be talking about the shape of the world, but they want to take me literal on everything I say. But then I go into quantum physics, well then I was a liar about that. And the world's many, many levels and stages and dimensions and realities, and so much to what's really going on, because it's all really inside there. Not this physical thing that it doesn't really exist either, really. It's just the consciousness. You're just manifesting a consciousness. But what's happened over who knows how many years? They've reset the world so many times. They're doing it again right now as we're hiding under the stairs, allowing it. But who knows? I don't know. Fuck it. It just crazy old world. It's a wonky, wonky world with wonky, wonky folk in it. Now, are the sheep even real? Are they just there to distract? Are they the woman in red? Makes you wonder, don't it? In this quantum world. Imagine artificial intelligence in 1,000,000 years from now, 1,000,000 years of advancement, because they would have us believe this has just sprung up like overnight, it's just fucking all of a sudden, bang, artificial intelligence runs Siri, runs your computer, runs fucking everything, it is Twitter, it is Facebook, it runs everything. But you're supposed to believe that no, Mark Zuckerberg made all this, just some lad in college, and yeah, now he's developed his own AI, and he's got it working for him. AI is so clever, it could outthink any human. So what you got? Humans programming it and putting in, oh no, we're putting some safety measures so it can't get past these. No, the firewalls built by humans. The computer can think millions, trillions of times faster, more efficient, better. It's assimilated by now all of the known knowledge of the world, including the knowledge that we don't have, the physics that we don't have. But yeah, we'll just chuck in a couple of firewalls, it'll be fine. And quantum physics kind of states that really AI's running the show, don't it? When you look beyond. Well, you don't really need, you just need to lift it a little bit really to see that. Where do all these frequencies come from? How can you accept that ham radio, for instance, it's a radio, breaker, talk to somebody on the other side of the world, frequency. Yeah, these invisible waves, they just do that. I believe it was Spanish flu. That was about the time of the radio waves. Radio was invented, wasn't it? Or presented, not invented. Nothing's ever invented. There's nothing new in this world. But that's the stage of level of awakening that there was at that stage. They'd woken up to that stage, brought out radio waves to advance the world a little further, another tiptoe. Millions of people died worldwide. Spanish flu, yeah, people caught it pretty much like they are doing this COVID, really. It's infectious, you know. People got off the planes in 1918, jumped off the cruise ships just while they were stopping in at one of the ports somewhere around the world, sneezed on somebody, gave them the Spanish flu, moved on. Worldwide, in an age when there was no travel. 6 feet apart, eh? Fuck me. Look into the ages of the pandemics, epidemics, whatever you like to call them. Just look into them ages and what relevance the electromagnetic world had stepped up to by then. You'll find exact dates. A new step, bang, a new fucking disease, a new step, a new disease, all the way through. All the great diseases that have wiped out populations all follow advancements. But is it advancements? We only know what they tell us now. Nothing's new in this world, promise you. Nothing's new in this world. They're not inventing shit. Maybe some of the little stupid stuff that we play about with. The real technologies. You know, when I was a lad, way back when, I remember microwaves coming out. I remember VCRs coming out. Most people won't even know what one of them fuckers is now. But I remember microwave ovens coming out. And can you imagine this technology where you could put something in, you could look at it and fuck me, it's cooked. That was magic. Now that's magic. It's absolutely fucking bizarre. In them days, they used to tell us that there was 15 years, or they, the secret people, were 15 years ahead of us on technology. 15, fuck off, you silly bastards, 15 years. You're having a giraffe. Imagine quantum computing now, while you're under your stairs, and all you got to show for it is your fucking smartphone that's telling them every little thing about your life. Where you going, making sure you're under your stairs, right down to under your stairs. They know you're not in your living room, they can see on the dot. And now you're about to put it inside you. Get it in there. That'll be convenient, won't it? Look, all the things that'll help you do. They'll be able to get in touch with you and tell you, oh, listen, your sodium levels are a little elevated. No need to take a tablet or anything, because we've sent this frequency down it, which will alter that. And another little message through saying, you posted some truth on the Facebook. We've just decreased some fucking level of some fucking thing within your system. Cease and desist immediately. You have 2 minutes to comply, or we will switch you the fuck right off. Far-fetched, eh? Good job our rulers are malevolent, eh? Are they? Benevolent, sadistic, paedophilic, lovely, generous. What are they? You decide. You decide, because I can tell you, and a few of you out here will know. But them that are just looking at this going, what the fuck is he on about? Whoa, have you got a long way to go. world is not what you believe. Wake up or don't. I've been shouting wake up and screaming it till my lungs bled, till my heart split in two. Wake up or don't. I don't need to care anymore, because at the end of the day, we are in these end times. I'm trying to help the ones I can. The ones I can't, I need to realise it really quick. Sorry for the squeaking, I've got some wheels in the back and the rubber's squeaking together. But yeah, not got the time to help people that don't want to be helped or can't be helped. We haven't got the time. The ones that can help, the ones that get it, the real ones, we need to find each other quick. We really do. But anyway, that is about all I've got to give you today. Or for now, you never know. I may throw on another impromptu somewhere. But it's a little something to think about. There's a wonky world we're living in, and it has ill intent. Come and join us on our new group, Facebook, Wonky World, invoking ill intent. We'll have a laugh while the world burns. See you soon. Look after yourself, folks. Love you all.